My name is Alex. I'll be talking about personal branding and career success, the place personal branding has in terms of your success. I want to welcome everyone again to the IIT Career Fair. My name is Alex Aturi, corporate trainer here at IIT. Apart from that, I'm also a mentor, public speaker, and leader and coach. And thank you for the opportunity as well to the leadership and the management of IIT for this opportunity, so that we can be able to share knowledge and impact the society. So first and foremost, I don't know if you're able to see me from your end in terms of camera. Gordon, are you able to see in terms of camera? Are you able to see?
Yes, I can see you quite well.
All right. So now I want us to start right away because of time. I normally begin with 3 quotes. There are 3 quotes I want to begin this presentation with. And one of the quotes is that one of the greatest investments you'll ever make as a person is an investment in you. One of the greatest investments you'll ever make as a person on this planet is an investment that you make in you. Somebody said, you've actually invested in all other things, but why are you leaving you behind? And I believe showing up for this career fair is part of the investment that all the participants have made today and all that. Quote number 2, preparation is an act of faith. Preparation is actually an act of faith. As well as you showing up for these events, that is you preparing for the bright future that's ahead of us. And we know we are going to learn a lot in this presentation and other presentations that are going to also come after this presentation. Another quote that I want to begin with is that the kind of investment you're making right now is an indication of what you believe about your future. I mean, another reason you showed up for this event, or the reason you show up for conferences and other seminars and all that, is because you believe that the future that is coming next is going to get bigger and all that. One thing I know is that when preparation actually meets opportunity, great things are actually going to happen. So my name is Alex Turi. I want us to start it right away. So what is the position of personal branding or your personality in terms of your success? What is the position of your branding or your personality in terms of your success? Now, many students normally enroll for courses because of this course is viral, this course is what everybody is doing, this course is what everybody in our family did, and all that. But they really don't have the time to go through the course to assess themselves if they have the right personalities that actually match what they're supposed to do and all that. Remember, the course you choose at campus level or any other level will actually affect your life going forth and all that. So it's better you take time, do personality tests, and see what you're good at, your strengths, your weaknesses, and the opportunities that surround you, so that you can make sure that you make informed decisions when it comes to selection of the course you're going to make. Now, there's a famous professor called Carl Jung from Harvard University. He proved that success in one's career is directly related to their personality type. I repeat, that he discovered that success, in fact, he conducted what he called a rigorous research, and then he came up with this conclusion that success in one's career is actually related to one's personality type. Now, there's a question here. What is personal branding? what is personal branding itself? So personal branding is actually the process of creating a brand identity for a person or a what, or a company. But now when it comes to personal branding, it's all about your reputation. It's about you. When you walk into the room, what do people feel, or what do people start to discuss about you? And when you leave the room, what will people say, and all that and all that? That's all about your personal branding. Now we know the people we normally call celebrities and all that, and I've actually seen people attend events, and their work is just to attend events, and then they get paid after that. Why? It's because they have invested in their personal branding. So investing in a personal branding, investing in you is something that you really want to do, and the course you pick and the personality test you take is part of that process of ensuring that you get the right course and you get to know your personality. Now, the following are the keys to career success because of time. Number one, you need to understand your personality type, of which I'm going to talk about the 16 types of personalities that I'm sure you'd love to see, and maybe try to match where you belong and all that. So the first thing, to have what you call career success, you must understand your personality type. I know we have introverts, and also we have what you call extroverts. And in between, actually, there's another one in between. It's called the ambivert. Ambiverts are the ones who are in between extroverts and introverts. But we're also going to look at 16 more of these personality types as we continue. The number two thing you need to do is to evaluate your skills, your interest, your values, and your work attitudes, and the level of your education. Self-evaluation, do your self-auditing and see, what am I good at? What are some of my interests? Because guess what? Your career success lies within those things and all that. Number three, another thing you need to do is to do what you call a SWOT analysis. I know most of you who have gone through campus, and those who also at the working level, you know of the SWOT analysis. And we know that S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, and threats. T stands for threats. So do your own self-analysis and see what are some of the opportunities that surround you, what are some of the threats that surround you, and how to navigate through and all that and all that. And the other thing you need to do is you need to set goals. You actually need to set goals to achieve short-term, middle-term, and long-term goals, or whatever you want to achieve and all that. So apart from that, also is what you're talking about, how to create your brand. I think we've been able to define what a brand is. And in fact, a research was also done that 85% of hiring professionals said that 85% of hiring professionals said on employees' online reputation influence their hiring decisions. Like your presence in the online space. Right now, online is everything. Businesses are going to the next level in terms of revenue, in terms of profit, because of their presence in the what? Their presence in social media. So apart from businesses and companies and all that, you yourself, how do you market yourself as a brand and all that and all that? So as I was saying earlier, there are actually individuals who normally earn for showing up at an event. The others who show up at weddings just by showing up. They don't even have to MC, and they're able to get money out of that. So, but all we want to talk about is, how do you match your personality, your brand, and be able to pick the right course that is going to create an amazing future for you. So apart from creating your brand, you also need to nurture an exceptional personal brand. I think I've talked about that because that is actually going to set you apart. Now, we're also going to talk about the importance of taking a personality test. A minute. We're also going to talk about the importance of, thank you. We're also going to talk about the importance of taking a personality test. Give me a minute. All right. So those who have their microphones on, kindly mute so that we're able to each other. All right. Let me continue because of time. What are some of the importance of taking a personality test? I don't know how many have managed to take a personality test. If you ever if you've ever gotten an opportunity to take a personality test, you can go to the chat section and you can type yes if you've ever taken a personality. And I think after this event, I'll liaise with Dennis so that we can be able to do what? We can be able to give you some of the links on how you can do that. And also we can tell you on how you can come here and actually do for free a personality. It's super important, super important. So what will the personality test actually help you to do? Number one, it will help you to learn about yourself. It will help you to learn about yourself. You see, there are people who actually know more about other people outside there, but the question is, do you know about you? Do you know about you? So a personality test will actually reveal so much about you. I remember before joining this place, before joining this organization, I actually did a personality test. And I was like, all right, I didn't know this was actually me as well. And there's a way the guys who are behind the personality test systems are able to craft questions and whatever you answer, they're able to sum all it up and then give you your personality type. So you're going to learn about yourself and encourage self-awareness, like why you act and feel a certain way. And apart from that, number two, you're also going to know your natural strengths. It's good to know your natural strengths. Good to know what you can do without like straining and all that. Some of you are singers. Some of you can play guitars or pianos without much straining and all that. So personality tests can actually help you reveal your natural strengths. Apart from that, it helps you also to know your traits that make you unique, the values and interests and skills. For some of you are here, some of you are working, some of you are in schools. In your class setup, you normally see students normally who have different types of traits. Others are very admirable, and you're like, how do you do this and all that? These are people who have done the personality test and have capitalized on actually what they have learned and all that. Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to know which career path is right according to your skills. I'm going to get deeper into that as well, so that you actually know which career path is right for you. If you're an introvert, for instance, there are careers which are not right for you. In fact, if you attend also the counseling sessions, even those who want to do weddings and those who want to get married, the pastors may sometimes ask you, what is your personality? What is and all that. Exactly. So it's good to know your personality so that you can capitalize on your personality and leverage in this ever-changing market and all that. Now, the definitions we need to look at: values. Do you have values as a person? What are your core beliefs that guide and motivate your attitude and behavior? What are those values that that are non-negotiables for you? So we talk about also interests. Interests are defined as what you enjoy doing, the hobbies. Guess what? There are people who are earning out of their interests right now. So it's time maybe you looked at some of your interests and be able to capitalize on them as well, and then make money out of that and all that. And then we also have personality. Personality means individual traits that make you unique. I think I've talked about that because of time. We also have skills. Skills can be acquired or learned and all that. These are activities that you are so good at. Some of you are very good at computer programming. Some of you are good at writing. I talked about playing piano. Some of you are good at singing. Some of you are good at public speaking. Some of you are good at teaching. Some of you are good at mobilizing people. Hey, if you mobilize that, you will be able to actually earn or make a difference, or be able to know which course exactly to choose from what you have already. So attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is simply your way of thinking based on your beliefs. Somebody said the lion is not the biggest. The lion is not the most intelligent in the jungle. The lion is not the fastest, but the lion is the king of the jungle. What makes the lion the king of the jungle is because of the attitude. like your attitude towards life, your attitude towards challenge, your attitude. In fact, one of the writers, in case you're facing challenges, your attitude needs to be on point. Somebody said your brain is sharpest when you're facing challenges. And I also remember somebody said something like, "Sweet are the uses of adversity." So for you to be able to look at adversity in such a way is because your attitude is at the right place. So your attitude, in fact, goes a long way in terms of determining your career success and all that. Now, I want us to do a combination of what we talked about. That if you choose a career that enables you to achieve success by utilizing your best skills, doing the kind of work that relates to your favorite interest, blending with your personality, in line with your core values, and with the right attitude, guess what? You will derive a total job satisfaction in life. And I think that is good news. And these are true things that the movers and shakers of the world have actually capitalized on until they have become who they are right now. So don't allow this event to end and still remain the same. Capitalize on this combination and you'll see your career going to the next level, and you'll make better decisions, not only for you. Now somebody may be like, all right, is this for me? No. This is actually even for your future kids. It's going to be amazing when you're going to tell them on what to choose, or advise them on what to choose. Now, before I leave the combination factor, we're talking about the job satisfaction. Somebody say this, that the greatest compensation you'll ever get on this planet is fulfillment. Oh, I felt that. Let me repeat again. That despite all the challenges this life gives us, despite all the problems we face on earth, that the greatest compensation you can ever get as a person, it is fulfillment. Nothing surpasses fulfillment. And where do you get fulfillment? From purpose. And you want to do a course, you want to follow a path that actually does what? That actually promotes your fulfillment. So let's go for fulfillment, ladies and gentlemen. So how does your energy flow? Now I want us to dig deeper into what we call the different types of personalities. And we talked about extroverts. We all know extroverts. Look at the image that I've shared there. Extroverts are the ones who have a lot of energy. They like to interact with people. They like to do a lot of things, talk more, listen less, and all that. And we also have introverts. These guys are normally quiet, and they like to be alone, like to focus one thing at a time. They work with thoughts, ideas, and listen more and more and more. So yeah, how does your energy flow? So Myers-Briggs came up with 16 personality types, and these 16 personality types are actually based on these 4 dimensions. So extroverts versus introverts, and apart from that is we have what we call sensors. So if you have a notebook, you can actually write, let me go back, I for introverts, because it's going to play a role in the future slides. Ensure that you write introverts, and remember, if you have a question, there'll be time also to ask questions so that you can be able to engage along. So I is for introverts, and then E is for extroverts. Note that somewhere, because it's really going to help us. If you have a place to write, note that, because it's going to help us analyze our personalities. And then we have sensors or realists. Sensors or realists, these guys are like concrete information. They are details oriented. They like clear step-by-step instructions. They prefer to stick to the facts and make observations with their 5 senses. They rely on past and present experiences. These guys enjoy working with data. So if you're a data scientist or you did something with data, definitely you lie at the sensors part. So sensors, if you have a notebook somewhere, write S for sensors. And then we have the intuitive. For intuitive, you write -N. these guys are the dreamers. I have a dream. I think you've heard of such a phrase somewhere. I have a dream. They like creative ideas. They like to figure things out. They like to think big. They're all about the bigger picture and all that. So where are you? Are you at the sensors? Are you at the intuitive? And remember, you can be in all of these, like in most of the categories we're talking about. We also have thinkers. Thinkers, for those who are writing, write T and then write thinkers. These guys use facts in making decisions. They don't just make decisions, they make decisions with their heads. They make decisions with their heads. They look for logical solutions, go for honesty, directness. And when you talk about debaters, great debaters, these are the guys who normally love to debate. And also we have feelers. So for those who are writing feelers, stroke F, put feelers and then hyphen F. Those are also, now look at this. Thinkers make their decision based on based on facts and with their heads. But when it comes to feelers, these guys make a decision based or with their hearts. Decisions are feelings. They have been driven by feelings and all that. Not a bad thing. There's something we call empathy. They belong to this category and all that. They also love to look for value in work. Yes, they look for value in work. Like whatever work is done, what value can they get out of that? They also like to consider how others people feel. Yes, empathy. We talked about empathy, and they don't like arguments. If they see arguments and conflicts, they are the peacemakers. So dimension number 3 is how do you relate to your school and how does the world perceive you? How does those people, your colleagues, your fellow students and all that? So we have judges. Judges put a J. They like to make a to-do list. They are very organized. They are very structured. Their mantra is study fast and then play later. They like to finish what they start. When talk about class, they finish on time. We also have perceivers. Perceivers like to stay casual. They like casual, stay casual. They take each time as it comes. I normally work with people who are like, all right, Alex, once we get there, we will know and all that. They play fast, and then they study later. But they also start projects. Sometimes they don't finish, but we are not saying that is the dominant trait. Sometimes, and they also like to be fashionably late. Oh, okay. So now I told you that make sure that you have I. Make sure that you have I. We said I was for what? We said I was for introverts. And where you see E is for extroverts, S is for sensors, N is for intuitive, T is for thinkers, F is for feelers, J is for judges, and P is for perceivers. Please ensure that you write this because it's going to help us here. Now, these, ladies and gentlemen, are the 16 different personality types. And remember, you don't have to be in only one. You can actually be in many of them. So in the next few minutes, I would like us to look at these 16 different personality types and be able to see where you belong and all that, because it's going to help you capitalize in terms of choosing so many things in this life. Remember, you only have one life, and every decision is pregnant with a new season. Let me repeat this. Every decision is always pregnant with a new season. You choose a course to do, the rest of your life you'll be exposed to, let's say for instance, if you choose to do medicine, the rest of your life you'll be surrounded by medicine and doctors and terminologies that relate to medicine. If you choose to go to what other careers, like let's say information technology, programming, computer science, all through your life you'll be hearing things like networks, database, MySQL, and all that. That would be the thing, and all that, programming, Python, Java, and all that. So every decision, ladies and gentlemen, is pregnant with a new season. And therefore, that's why I thank the leadership of this place for organizing this, because information can change the trajectory of your life. I would like to know if Gordon, are you able to see what I've shared?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now, I want us to go deeper now to the 16 different personality types. And I really hope you wrote what I stands for introvert, E stands for extrovert, N stands for intuitive, and S for sensors, J for judges, and all that. So ensure that you have that and all that. For those who are joining us, welcome. For those who had a problem logging in, welcome to the space and all that. So the following are the 16 personality types. So remember, I for introverts, S for sensors, T for thinkers, J for judges. Those guys are called the inspectors. And then we have E for extroverts. We have N for intuitive, T for thinkers, J for judges. If you're the ENTJ, you are called the field marshals. When I did my research, the field marshals are one of the highest ranking army officers in some countries and all that. So let me go deeper so that we can be able to look at the first. I want us to look at the first what? The first personality type. So the first personality type is what you call the ISTJ. The ISTJ. The ISTJ are known as the inspectors. Like the overall name of the ISTJ, they are known as the inspectors. These guys are dependable and perseverant. They can be able to persevere. They are normally quiet, serious, and responsible. And one thing about the ISTJ, these guys are loyal individuals. So do you have loyal individuals who surround your life? Those guys should be at the ISTJ group. So they believe in time-honored laws and traditions. They normally keep traditions. They don't want traditions to be messed up and all that. They normally want to keep tradition and all that. They also have a desire to promote security and peaceful living. Yes. So if you're the kind of that person, you belong in the ISTJ group. So they also thrive in careers in which they can use the organizational skills and powers to concentration to create what you call order and structure in an organization. So these are the people you normally see take the management positions, and they are called inspectors because of their personality types. They fit so well there because of traditions, structures, and all that and all that. So what does the ISTJ mean? We talked about introversion. You gain energy from your inner world. Sensing, you value the actual, practical, and present. T for thinking, you base decisions based on logic and facts. And then judging, you're decisive and prefer structure. So you normally see them as the managers in organizations. So what are some of the characteristics of ISTJ? Now, I'm told this video is going to be re-uploaded on our social media. So in case you want to come back and view where you belong, you'll be able to see those slides and all that. Now, these guys are quiet, reflective, practical, action-oriented, very objective, rational, logical, decisive, sticks to plan, and they are very rigid as well. Oh, they are super rigid as well. So some of the majors, let me go to some of the careers that these guys actually can take, the ISTJs. These guys could be amazing bank examiners, could be great auditors, could be school principals. For those who are school principals or your dad and mom are school principals, they belong in the ISTJs without a doubt. They could be also police officers, detective, because you had their inspectors. They inspect. They're able to investigate. They can also be hardware and software test judge. You know, judges and lawyers and all that, architects and all that. So you can look at your various interests here and be able to know where you belong. Even librarians actually are the inspector. Now, because of time, I want us to go to the next personality. Personality number 2 are known as the ENTJ. E stands for extrovert, N we know is for intuitive, T is for thinkers, and J for judges, for judging and all that. So now these guys are known as the field marshals. They are the field. Let me tell you, this earth is a stage. This earth is a stage. And you know that life, I was hearing a speaker saying that life is divided into 4 phases. 0 to 25, you're in the learning stage. and 25 to around 50, you are in the execution stage. And around 50 to 70 what? 50 to around 75, you're in the what? You're in the legacy stage. And then 75 to almost 100 and plus, that's what we call the resting stage. Resting does not mean rest in peace. Let me be very clear. Resting simply means that now you let others do the work as you give them advice, as you write books and all that and all. Now, even the good Bible says that teach us to number our days. So it's good to know that if you're a field marshal, so that you can capitalize on what you're good at. So these guys are natural born leaders with a strong desire to create order within organizations. These are normally the CEOs, the MDs, and all that. So they make decisions very quickly. They are career focused. They fit well in the corporate world. They like to be in charge, and they need to take advantage. They normally take advantage of the exceptional leadership skills. And when talk about success in the business world, they are super successful. So they normally choose, these guys will normally go for a career that will help them to creatively solve problems and enforce structure. And we know what that means. Because of time, I'll go to, yes. So characteristics of these guys are energizing, they're very communicative, they're open, strategic, future-oriented, rational, logical, decisive, also rigid and stick to the plan. They most value command. They appear to others as analytical. Their most value command is that they appear others as analytical, blunt, and also very blunt. Now, when talk about careers, you see these people as environmental engineers, accountants, actors, database manager, sales manager. They can do so well in sales, because for them they regard sales as their field to do their commander. So field marshals and commanders, sometimes they are called field marshals, or sometimes they are called actually the commanders and all that. So it's also a wonderful trait there. So we also have the supervisors. If you're the supervisor, you are super analytical, very decisive, very direct, very responsible, fact-minded individuals. You normally thrive in the environments that are built on order and continue to explicit rules, expectation, and standards to follow. So also leadership roles come so easily for the supervisors, and they are known as the ESTJ. For now, I know you know what the ESTJ means. E for extroversion, S for sensing, T for thinking, and J for judging. Now, for those who joined us late, you can be able to relook at the slides and then be able to know what those ESTJ stand for. So the supervisors are energizing, communicative, open, practical, objective, rational, logical, decisive, and they also rigid or stick to the plans. The other trait is what you call the ESTJ. Oh no, we talked about the ESTJ. These guys are good at athletic coaches, athletic trainers, auditors, bank manager, judges, lawyers, pharmacists, real estate agents, physicians, policemen can actually also fall in this particular group. And we also have the protectors. Known as the ISFJ. Again, I for introverts, S for sensors, F for feelings, and J for judges. You see, they have feelings. They like to protect. They are warm. They are kind-hearted. They bring the aura of quiet warmth, caring, and dependability on all they do and all that. So, guys who are with this kind of traits, they are likely to be artists because they have a keen eye for artistic works. They can be botanists, they can be computer support specialists, they can be historians, they can be educational administrators, they can be respiratory therapists. There's a lot they can be able to do. Now, look at where you fit, and that is actually your personality. We also have what you call the inventors or the visionary. Like at home, at school, at the workplace, we have guys who have ideas. They invent ideas. They invent themselves, they invent ideas, they take the brand to the next level. These guys are called the ENTP. These have wide range of capabilities and interests, and also are natural leaders capable of inspiring others to buy ideas. So they can be able to sell things very easily. So what are some of the career opportunities for these guys: aeronautical engineer, attorney, coach, computer programmer, corrections officer, detective, event planner, reporter. They are very nice reporters, producers, photographers, because they have a keen eye and all that. So apart from that, we also have the providers. Because of time, we also have what you call the providers, the ESFJs. These guys are warm, energetic, people persons. People love them and all that, but they're also very hardworking, super organized, and they enjoy being part of the cooperative team, conscientious, driven to desire to lead others and help people in practical ways. So these people are very good at the following careers: accountants, insurance sales, medical assistants, paralegal, pharmacists, police detective, family physicians, and all that. Again, we also have here the architects. Yes, these guys normally take time with their own time, take time in their own private places and think of how they can build stuff. They are normally introverted, intuitive, thinking and judging and all that. So they have very bright ideas, creative ideas and systems. They love theory and abstract ideas. They are future-oriented and value truth, knowledge, and competence and all that. They prefer a professionalism that is going to do what? That is going to encourage free thinking, independence, and improvisation and all that. So these guys are very good at microbiologists. They are very good at economy issues, judges, lawyers, legal mediators, mathematicians, and all that, and all that.